everybody that we network with.
So it's network, connect, and click.
That's right.
Kind of the three levels.
Those are the three levels. The first level is networking. What is networking? That is the ongoing, lifelong activity of identifying and meeting the people in which we would want to build a relationship with. And this goes on forever, okay? We meet people in shopping malls, we meet people in elevators, we meet people at work, we meet people at church. So this is an ongoing, lifelong activity as we bring people into our lives.
Can we camp there for a minute? Because people say, you said of those that we want to meet or network. So a person sitting at home, they're watching TV and say, I want to have a wonderful ministry that's going to reach the world. I'd love to meet Paula. I'd love to meet Marilyn Hickey. I'd love to sit with Bishop Jake. So how does a person position them for networking?
That's a great question. And I often tell people when I speak on networking around the world that if you want to meet important people, you have to be where important people are, because they're not coming to you. So if you want to meet Pastor Paula, you have to be where Pastor Paula is. So wherever you are ministering, wherever you are evangelizing, wherever you are preaching, then I would make it my business to be there, to be in the front row, to be early, so that if you get a moment in time, I can begin the process of building the relationship. First is be where Pastor Paula is. If you want to meet George Fraser, be where George Fraser is. I give a big conference every year in Atlanta in June. Be at that conference. You'll get a chance to meet me and spend some time finding a way to add value and to serve me. Not come up to me or come up to Pastor Paula and immediately, can you give to my charity? Can you give to my foundation? Not to extract from that relationship the moment you've engaged that person. That's the next step that we're talking about. That's the connecting step.
Okay.
And the connecting step is where we establish common ground. And common ground is based on people, places, and things. And the more common ground you have with someone, the higher the trust level. The higher the trust level, the more willingness a person has to share key contacts, information, and resources. So let's say we go through the first step, the networking step of identifying the people we want to meet. We get their business card. The next step is now connecting with them. Right? But most people don't connect, and that's where most relationships and networking sort of breaks down, and people don't connect because they don't follow up. I've been networking for 25 years. I've given out thousands of business cards to people, and if everybody called me that I gave a business card to Pastor Paula, I would never get anything done in life, right? What I can count on as a master networker, as a guru of this whole art and science of networking, what I can count on is that 99.9% of people will never, ever follow up. They will never call, they will never write, and they will never email. So they automatically eliminate themselves. So if they don't follow up, you cannot build the connection. You cannot cultivate, nurture, and develop the relationship. So if you do follow up, you can build the connection, and ultimately you can reach the final stage of this relationship building process, and that's clicking. And that's where two or more people come together, add a special value to each other, have cultivated, nurtured, and developed and built their relationship, right? And when they add a special value to each other, 1 and 1 makes 11, and not 2. And that's what we're looking for. And that's why most people have to rid themselves of what I call compromised relationship. What is a compromised relationship? That is where you and I come together, I give up something, you give up something, and together we have 1.5.